Welcome back to Gear Jammer Garage. So I got my control arms back from Sandblast. I'm gonna take these upper ball joints off before I paint them and then reassemble. The original style are riveted in like this. The aftermarket ones use bolts. To remove it, you gotta grind these heads off and then it'll come off. See, there's no bolts on here, so I'm gonna start with that. I'll do the same to those. Those have to be pressed out, but I have the press. Then I'll throw a coat of paint on here and then we'll start reassembling. So I painted the control arms with POR 15. I'm gonna start with the ball joints, and then from there I'll put the those shafts that go on the ends of the control arms. I'm gonna start with the uppers because it's the easiest to do. These are the uppers that came in my kit. There's a part number FA 681. New ball joints are going to come with all the hardware you need. You could just pound it through. Like that. bolts in. There's no washers or nothing on top. Alright, got the bolts in. I'm going to torque them down to 30 pound-feet, and then I'll do the same to that one. These are the bump stops that I bought. This is the part number. I got this from LMC as well. The rubber pointy part goes facing down towards the castle nut side. So I'm gonna flip these over, and then I'll pop it through the hole. So these are the control arm shaft that I'm going to use. I got these from Rock Auto. It's Mevotech Supreme. There's a part number right there. Alright, to get these in, you put in one side with the seal. You push it into the hole. Then you just make sure it's centered, and then you thread the caps into that. All right. Then you just don't want it to be too far to one side and not the other, so you do a little bit on each side. I'm gonna stick this extension through here, and then I'll do a little at a time. I'll do a little at a time and make sure that it stays centered. One more thing I want to point out real quick. I have new U-bolts, and I got these from LMC truck. There's a part number. And I have all new hardware, and I just got all of that at my local Lowe's. It's grade 8, with the exception of these here. This is a 9/16 by 18 thread in grade 8. I got this at my local Tractor Supply. These are just 3/8 cores. Most of this stuff is easy to find. The bolts for the U-bolts, the nuts for the U-bolts, they come in the kit. And to take off this subframe is real easy. It's 2 bolts here. They're 9/16. They're 5/8. And then there's 2 more on the inside, here and here, that face out. Now, these 3 here are torqued down to 90 pound-feet. And the ones that go from the subframe to the frame on the side right here, there's 4. There's these 2. And this one here, coming in from the other side. These are all torqued to 65. So there's that bit of information for you. So for the lower control arms, it's the same as the uppers, it's just bigger, but there's a few things to remember. The shock brackets, those go towards the back. So the dimple that goes on this shaft here goes to the front. So it'll be on the opposite side as this here. And for this, you would put the rubbers in, get in one side, and then kind of push it in to compress it to get the other side in. And then you would tighten these big nuts here. These ones on the lower control arm are 1 5/8. And then on the uppers, I use a 36 millimeter, and that seemed to fit well. On that dimple thing, this is what dimples it on that shaft when it goes into the those U-bolts. So I got the uppers in, and the lower on this side. I'm gonna do that one. That's the one that's on the table, and I'm gonna end this video here. Next time I come and work on it, I'll be installing the spindles and the disc brake conversion. A lot of work left, but little by little. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.